I'm gonna make sure this video touches 500,000.
Price or?
Alright, so right now I'm just stenciling out every little shape that I see. Similar to doing a portrait, not the same thing, but when it comes to realism, you want to get as much detail as you can, especially all the big shapes that really like make up most of like the hand, for example, right here. So I usually try to do it based off like tones. If I see something that's like solid black, I'll get all the solid black, and then I'll go on to the next shape, like the lighter grays. That way whenever I'm tattooing, all I do is follow, you know, everything that I'm stenciling out, and I don't have to look at the reference as much because everything is pretty much on the stencil. And then when it comes to like really solid black areas, I'll throw an X in there just so I know. The stencil is really like the most important part of the tattoo. If you have a good stencil, you got a good tattoo. Doing that gangster black and gray today, nothing new.
You doing the Cali drop system?
Yeah. Yep. Like how we call it, the Cali drop system.
Yeah, West Coast drop system.
After you do your stencil on the iPad, if you print it out on top of this paper that goes inside of your spirit transfer paper, because this paper is like a barrier so that it doesn't smudge this white paper. And people usually take this one out and throw it away. But I like to use it because it's thinner than this white one. And whenever you put it on the skin, it lays on a little better. Instead of like, this one sometimes creases up whenever you try to like wrap it around places. But this one, if you try to do that, just because it's thinner, it'll like kind of adhere to like the stencil stuff.
And you can still put that on the skin.
Yeah, no, this is the one that I use like more often. So, yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to do a separate video on that. All right, bro, let me put this drawing on you. It's go time. So here I took 2 stencils out of 1 spirit transfer paper. Innovation at its finest.
Isn't that from HP? What's the brand? Oh, LG?
Shit, I don't even know, bro. You already trimmed this drum, right, bro?
Yeah, I wanted to check that. I don't know if
Yeah, bro, that's why this shit's easier now. Have you been trimming the whole leg?
Nah, I used to do that shit today. I ain't used to shave my leg.
Yeah, nah, I'm saying because of the tech. Some people be trimming that joint so you can see it better. So I kind of tucked it away because I wanted to use like this spot right here to put the hand in it. And then we got the gun like right there. What you think?
Let's go shoot it.
All right, bet. Let's do it, bro. I'm gonna let that dry real good and then Gucci. I'll probably throw this one out a little more. That's perfect, bro. Go to sleep like that. I'm looking at the needles I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna start with the 5. I always use the 5 for everything. For the bigger stuff, I'm gonna use a 13 mag. I'm gonna pull out like a 21 just in case I need it for like the bigger shading and stuff. And then for the liners, I just got these new quadrants in. I'm gonna go ahead and try probably like a 7 or a 5 liner, nothing crazy. So let me see. You know, I actually like the T-Tech liners. I've been using these for like a while now. And because I don't do a lot of lines, I feel like I just need it for the eyes, touch-up areas, or the white. So, you know, I just use it for small stuff. I kind of use it as a shader anyway. So yeah. I got a 5 liner, a 5 mag. I got a 13 mag and a 21 mag. I just got these in, so I'm gonna just put these away. And let's get to work. Homemade juice from Heavy Hitter Bam.
Well, that's homemade?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can trust that.
Yeah, bro, we got a juicer in the house.
Really?
Save some bread. Well, not really, because fruit's expensive as hell right now.
It is, bro.
All right, Panthera for the triple black. That's my solid black right there. The gray wash, straight dynamic. I've actually tried a few, how do you say it? A few like ink setups on Clumsy now that I think of it. He got Empire, Dynamic. Now this is the new setup we learned. So I got half cup, 5 drops, 2 drops. Let's get it, guys. The rest just straight distilled water, nothing fancy. And there goes the whole tattoo setup. 5 mag, 13 mag. Oh, this one's just the extra one. This is a 9 curve, but I'll leave it to the side. I don't think I'm gonna use it. 21 mag. And my liners, I'll keep my extra I'll keep like an extra 5 round liner here on the side just for the whites when I'm done. And then I'll take one out for when I'm tattooing. This is like my go-to setup, but sometimes I'll grab some more needles as I'm tattooing, depending on what I need. And then to start with, I always grab the 5 mag. That's just my go-to. So I'm gonna start with 7.5 volts. I'm gonna do 7.7 right now. We'll see how that hits back here and then adjust as I go, but I'll probably keep it here for the whole tattoo, just depending how it hits. All right, guys. So I'm gonna start with this corner. This is my 5 mag and I'm just brushing away from the tattoo. I usually work in this motion just back and forth the whole time. I feel like that's how my stuff comes out the smoothest.
Is that the black?
Yeah, this is solid black right here. Solid black, and I'm just fading it out. I'm actually gonna do this whole thing solid black right here. All right, so up to this point, I've done most of the black. I did solid black on this side. I didn't really do any light shading. But now I'm gonna go back and start doing all the light shading with 7 mag. So right here, this is all solid black, solid black. On this part, on all the light glare, I'm gonna start doing maybe like 5 drops and then blending it to 2 drops. But for the most part, you know, just going back and forth with the black, nothing crazy. All right, so onto the light shading. I'm grabbing my 13 mag from Cheyenne, and this is my lightest tone. It's 2 drops, the rest is just distilled water. As you can see, I'm doing this back and forth motion, and I'll do that throughout the whole, this whole like shiny part right here. On the reference, you don't really see much shading on this side because it's usually blank, but so you see, you don't really see much shading on that white spot, but I'm just gonna tap in a little bit of light shading there. to just show that it's like a little glare. And you can't really see that until we really start adding the rest of the tones next to it. But I like to just do that here and there. Now I'm dipping into my half cup, and I'm gonna start shading this dip that's here. I'm gonna start shading it up. Whenever you shade with the flat mag, this is a flat mag by the way, whenever you shade with the flat mag, you wanna get as close as you can to the edge before you start shading up. I see that a lot of people have trouble when they shade close to an edge because they'll leave a gap and they won't fully saturate it. What I try to do is get really close to the edge and then just shade up, almost like a shovel. Just grab it from this line and just shade up like that. I'm on the eyes right now. I usually do the eyes with straight liners. The reason for that is because I feel like I could use mags, but sometimes it's a little too big to try to get all these small details, and I just don't like to risk it. So for the most part, I'll do the eyeball or any part of the eye, the nose, the lips with the liner if possible, and then I'll get my 5 mag or 7 mag and start shading away. Usually you want to just think about it like paintbrushes. So, you know, you use the smaller ones for all the small detail, and then for all the bigger areas, you'll get your bigger paintbrushes and start taking care of those areas with that. So this is my solid black, and this is my 5 liner from T-Tech. And whenever I do lines or any type of tattooing, honestly, I make sure to always stretch the skin. So sometimes people say, why can't my line go in? Why is it taking so long? But you always want to make sure you stretch it from 3 points. The pinky and these 2 fingers right here. Don't got that much left, to be honest.